What's good, my people? This is Mad Gamer INC in the building, and I'm so excited. My favorite video game of all time got this remake that you're watching a cutscene from called MetalGearSolid Delta Snake Eater. And I want to introduce my community to this. And if you're a newcomer, welcome. We're going to be diving deep into this. I have been trying to decide whether to do my guides on this channel and then do random things on the other. And I've decided I will be doing guides, tips, and tricks on this channel for this game alongside NBA 2K, because those are the two games I'll be playing for the next month or two. And definitely exciting times. If you know me, Metal Gear is my favorite of all time. And I want to kind of just introduce you to the series a little bit and just discuss it today before we go forward so you can know what to expect and then expect from my channel. Just right, set your expectations. So if you're going to play this game, you're getting a single player stealth action game. This game is masterfully done with the visuals. It's masterfully done with the story. The performances are top tier. Overall, a very interesting setup. You don't need to know the series at all. You can jump in because this is the origin story of a lot of the characters. This is the very beginning. If we go chronological order, this is the first game. So you're going to just enjoy your time going through, getting introduced to this character, my favorite. His name is Ocelot. And then that guy right there is the protagonist that you'll be playing, and that guy's name is Snake. And the game just is top tier, some of the best of everything, whether it's very amazing cinematics like you're watching here, a badass Ocelot, or even better, the gameplay. Gameplay is pretty cool. This is a linear game. It's not an open world game or anything like that. You're going to go through small areas, sneak past enemies, or if you want to go run and gun, you can. The game gets a little harder because they'll call for backup, but that's the challenge. But if you want to go guns blazing, you better be good enough. And if you want to stealth it, you can do that as well. It's all about your enjoyment within the gameplay. There's a lot of little details that are stuff that we know now, but in 20 years ago when this game was originally made, nobody ever heard of that stuff. It's just very cool stuff. And there's things that this game does that nobody's ever done in video games. Silly little details that you'll see, and I don't want to spoil just yet, but are pretty amazing. So you have a chance to enjoy that along the ride in these experiences. So if I was you, definitely would take the chance and try it out. I do recommend it. We have a full playthrough. I streamed, 10 hours? The whole experience on display. And I've uploaded that as well on my second channel, which is called Metal Gear Explained. And what I want to kind of talk about is why would somebody be interested outside of stealth action game, a linear game getting remade? Well, there's a really beautiful storyline of multiple characters. The character that you play, you're unraveling a truth that you are not ready for. And it's pretty powerful and amazing because it also catapults the rest of the series. You ever heard of the Metal Gear series? And you know that it's these events that shape everything in the series. So it's like getting introduced to the most important time of all time. And that to me is perfect. A great thing to offer. And there's characters in here that you can fall in love with or hate. This guy Ocelot is one of the most vicious villains. And in this game, you get to see him as a young villain. In the original Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4, he's already old and pretty much wrinkled. We go back to the 1960 in this game. Basically have to deal with him when he's a young buck. And as you can see in this very footage, the protagonist, Snake, ends up taking him out and just being better. And there's a story through line in this game and then also in other games of the series that follow these characters and make it a very interesting, compelling experience. Now, these ain't the main protagonists. I mean, antagonists. There's another or more, and there's a bunch of bosses in it. Kind of like a boss rush in this game. So it's exciting and interesting, and I absolutely think you should definitely give it a go. And if you're wondering, okay, it's a 16-hour campaign, what else do I get? For 16 hours, you're getting a jam-packed masterpiece, right? I'm not here to sell this to you. You can try it or not. It's totally fine with me. But there are some other extra content that's kind of silly and very cool at the same time. And I want to kind of showcase a little bit of that in a second. But first, I can say you're definitely getting the best of the best with the main story, and it's worth it alone. But if you want to fool around, there's this extra mode called Snake Versus, and there's two different versions. There's the Snake versus Monkeys or Snake versus Bomberman. Basically, depending on what system you get it on, you can do these missions here where you're on a challenge to capture these monkeys. And they're just like running around, taunting you. Absolutely ridiculous, actually. And it's pretty fun, and just something simple to enjoy. And there's a bunch of these type of challenges that are in the game that you're going to be able to unlock extra content as well. I don't want to spoil what other content there is, but when you play through the story, there's collectibles for specific things that you might unlock another extra feature. There's even a theater mode where you're able to watch all the cutscenes and things like that. And again, we'll do a deep dive breakdown on the gameplay aspect, showcase some cool stuff as far as the actual combat and things like that. So stick around for that. Then Konami also announced this right here. This is a multiplayer, and we don't know the exact details of what this multiplayer is. My speculation is somewhat of a battle royale, extraction, or a new genre of matches where you have to stealth your way if you can, and you can turn into terrain, as you can see here, to any terrain within the game to basically fool your enemies. And you have objectives that you have to do: capture something, save someone, taking out other players as well at the same time. They haven't described what the mode officially is, but they said it is Metal Gear themed and it has stealth elements. For example, this situation right here, where you're watching a guy use that cloak and then grab that objective right there. And this is kind of what they've teased that the game will be like. We don't know the official word just yet, but those are some of what we know. So it's going to be a hide and seek style new multiplayer. That's what they describe. And so exciting, it's interesting, it's different. I'm excited for this. Now this comes out in the fall. There's no exact time frame for when it comes out, but they basically said it is coming out in the fall. So you can also enjoy that with this game. It's a part of the purchase. And so yeah, a lot of very cool things. And I just wanted to introduce this to my community to see if you know what you're going to expect. I'll say this, I did my review, my impressions and things like that. And basically it's amazing. It already was a masterpiece. They're pretty much one-to-one on everything. The original masterpiece is getting redone. They did not destroy it or ruin it. Now, the only thing that will vary is the performance. You're playing on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's the only thing that will vary. And all the tests aren't officially out yet, but I would believe by the time this video comes out within the week, we'll have every test from all different platforms, see where it really stands as far as that goes. But other than that, it is superb game design, character models, gameplay, all of it is top tier. I definitely recommend it. And you're going to be seeing more on the channel, so lock in with me. I want you guys to kind of hang out with me more than just come and see a guide. So that's what we're doing with the channel. That's what you could expect. So Metal Gear and NBA 2K are some of the two things that I definitely want to bring. All right. See y'all on the next one. By the way, I got the more Metal Gear popping up on screen right now. Deep dives. We're going to be doing much more. And my other channel also will be popping up with some very cool special things. All right. See y'all on the next one. Take care. Stay blessed. Peace.